Alright folks, Steven here with 501 Parts. Today I got a Can-Am Defender hub here, hub assembly. What I've done is I've went through, this is my personal machine, I went through and changed all the rear A-arm bushings in the back, front, upper and lower. I've put the garage products bushings here in the hubs. As you can see, the nice bushings here. I went ahead and did that. It was a pretty easy job. The old ones come out pretty easy. So basically what I'm doing is just kind of going through the whole rear end. I put the bushings in, I'm putting new bearings in, I'm putting brakes on, and greasing everything back up. I had a lot of slop in my hub, so I just wanted to do a quick little how-to on putting the bearings in. First of all, I just got this bearing out of the freezer. This is a national bearing, just as good as OEM, if not better. Part number's 513116. You can pick this up I got these at O'Reilly's. They're like 45 bucks a piece, I want to say, but they're good bearings. Actually a 3-year warranty on them. So I mean, and I bought a bearing packer off eBay that actually goes in the bearing, and I'll do a video later how to use that. And it fills up the bearing and really seals out the dirt and water and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I'll go ahead and pull this bearing out. I've had these in the freezer for about 2 days now, and what that does is shrinks them up just a bit to help them go in the hub a lot easier. Before I press them in, I'm gonna take a little bit of grease. I got the old Lucas Red and Tacky. Take a little bit of that. Pretty good stuff there. Put that in there. And, I've pressed the old bearings out, and what I've got here is just old Harbor Freight press. This is the old bearing that came out. I used this 1.5 inch socket to press them out in my press here. And going in's a little bit different. You know, press them out. You press them out. You know, they come out from this side. So my socket went through here through a hole. You gotta find something that fit through that hole. And they pressed out pretty easy. Pressing them in, obviously you don't have a flat surface here, so I had to do it a little bit different. What I've done here is I've found a socket. This is like a 2-inch socket that'll fit on the back right here, and I just set it up here on my press. That way the new bearing is going. You can kind of see that dude icing over. The new bearing is going to kind of it's going to press right down in there. You kind of press it, and I felt it kind of go down in there a little bit. You want to make sure you're nice and square on your press here. You know, you don't want to be pressing them in crooked. Make sure everything's straight. And I've got this piece of metal here I'm going to put on top of this. Just press them down in there. Make sure she's nice and square, straight. Last thing you want to do is press it in there crooked. It'll be hard to get out. You kind of see it already starting to go crooked. So something you got to be careful with there. See, I've got that in there all kinds of crooked. I'm gonna go get a hammer. Oh, there's a hammer right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and give that a bump. Just kind of square that back up. It's real important that they go in there straight. They won't go in there no other way than straight. Going in there now. I'm gonna press it down till it stops. Can't go no further than that. So that's as far as I can go right there. I'm gonna let it up. And I got to go a little bit further, as you can see right there. And I'm going to do that. Let's see, what about the socket? What I'm going to do here is take the old bearing. Take the old bearing and put over that and do the same thing. And press it to another 1/8 inch or so down in there. Again, make sure you get this thing squared up. Uh-oh. Nut rattled off my $75 vise there. There we go. So now we're all the way seated in there. That will come out. See, that's all the way seated. And then what you got now is a little snap ring here that goes in there. Just put it in wherever you're hanging. And that's it. I'm gonna go get my bearing packer and I'll show you how to pack this with grease. Here's my bearing packer. This is from Machine Integrations LLC, made in the USA. I bought this off eBay for like, I think it was like 35 bucks maybe. But what it does is it presses in there. You see it fits pretty tight, and I got a electric grease gun here. I'm gonna just start pumping, and you can watch it come out. You can see how many pumps. I mean, this thing's pumping, pump, pump, pump. Every time it's clicking, there's a lot of grease able to go in there, which is good, and you'll see it run out here in a minute. See that white grease coming out? That's what I'm talking about. That means if the grease is coming out, water ain't going in. So that's where I stop when it starts to come out right there. That, my friends, is the way you do it. And you pull that out and you can see that the bearing is slammed full of grease. Everything's sealed up, and then I'm gonna put this all